So this is gonna be a quick. This is gonna be a quick recoil guide. Not so much a guide, but just showing you the recoil of each weapon, and then what you can possibly do to counteract that recoil, so you can get your shots on. So let's start with RE40. So you are testing here. The RE45, as we just saw, if you watched on stream, up to the left, up to the right. Sorry. So there's like a little diagonal pattern right here. Like this is the pattern. Okay. So our goal is to mirror this. If it goes up to the right, we're gonna shoot and move our mouse or thumbstick down to the left. So this is regular recoil. This is me with my best attempt to control it. Did I even fucking move? Holy fuck. I'm actually surprised about that one. But yeah, like, down to the left, it bunches them up pretty well. Like, that's a pretty decent hitbox. I mean, this gun is not really an issue. It's a maybe a slight bit. Well, yeah, just aim down. P2000, pretty straightforward. Just aim down, or move down when you shoot. This one, you have to move down to the left to be more accurate. Now, my favorite, the R301. We're gonna display this recoil pattern as well. Let's just do it here. It goes up, and it makes like a little question mark, right? So what I do is, I just keep holding down. The second I get towards, let's see, what is it like? Maybe like the last 10 bullets, I would start moving it to the right ever so slightly. So it looks like this. That's pretty tight. You can see by my gun, it's barely moving too. Okay, that was terrible. You saw that little micro adjustment there. I moved to the right too early. See, I micro adjusted, but the recoil kicked in, so it actually helped me out there. That's the R301's recoil. Honestly, this is probably the best weapon if you want to practice recoil with. This shit's a fucking laser, bro. Let's see if we can do this again. Close enough. Alternator. Actually, no, we're skipping one. RE45. RE45 is your best friend when it comes to close combat. If this guy is right here and you have an RE45, you can't hit him, or you can fire him. Look how much bullets I hit him with. Yeah, my aim's garbage. Let's see. So this is gonna go. This is like an exaggerated version of the RE45's recoil. Sorry, I was saying, what are they calling this, the RE45? I meant the R99. My bad. So it's like up to the right, but it's more up than actual right. So honestly, just knock down or controller. That's gonna tighten your spread the most. Alternator. Alternator is probably the easiest gun to use your recoil control with, because this motherfucker just goes up. He just goes up. So you just gotta pull your mouse down, hard stick down, and boom, you got the spread done. Last light weapon. Alright. We have the G7. Honestly, I don't really think you can control this as much as you would be able to control the P2020, just because it's a semi-auto. Yeah, it goes up. Like, as long as you just pull your stick down. Actually, that's not even that good. Let me actually properly. That was terrible. You saw how that drifted, right? I think your best bet is. Oh wow, that was a pretty target. I think your best bet is every shot, just move it down ever so slightly. That's your best bet. Let's move on to heavy weapons. Wingman. I didn't even pick up. Wingman. This thing. Let's get rid of this first. This thing is a beast. This thing is an absolute beast. Check this out. Right? Headshots, right? You don't even aim down your sights. This thing is hella accurate. Like, wow. you don't really, yeah, honestly, you don't have to aim down your sights. No, I'm trying to prove a point there, but still, it's really accurate. And with the wingman, there's like no recoil, honestly. Let's go as far as we can, see if we can get a recoil pattern. What is that? That's the recoil. It went from there to there and just stuck there. See, if you stagger your shots ever so slightly. Oh, that's piled up with the other bullets. Hold on. Let me show you more clearly. Oh, actually, no. I'm fucking up. There. If you have little staggers like that, like don't rip it. Don't go. Now, I'm gonna try to control my recoil too when I do this. So let's go to a different wall because we fucked up this wall. This wall right here. I'm gonna do one attempt with no recoil. Control. One attempt with recoil control. Yeah, see, there's a little kick to it. The initial shot is always going to be 100% accuracy, but if you wait too long, sorry, not if you wait too long, if you shoot like right away after the first bullet is capable of, see, you can see it from there. Those bullets flew in two different trajectories. One flew lower and one flew higher. Because what happens is when you shoot, that initial kick from the gun doesn't automatically reset the weapon. So you're gonna have to either take some time to center it, or just control the recoil. Just aim it down ever so slightly. It's not that intense. Alright, Spitfire. I actually really like this weapon. Because it's up to the left. I find that most recoils are like that. It just yeah, I don't really find a gun with that much vertical recoil, so let's look at this again. See, it's weird. It goes up to the left, then it kind of like comes back. So you want to go up to the right, then go to the left when you're nearing the end of your mag. I'm not doing it properly, holy fuck. Let's look at this one more time. Up, left. So it makes it really hard, like, dip left. Honestly, that was probably the best I can do spray control. Try this again. Yikes. That is, I mean, it doesn't seem that bad with an LMG, but so whoever's in this spray pan is gonna be fine. Everyone out of here is pretty good. Okay, look at it one more time. Yeah, so it keeps steadily climbing to the left. It'll kind of peak to the right a bit. See, that's what's something you have to acknowledge, right? Nope, that's terrible. Honestly, that's probably the best I'm gonna get. It's not that bad, actually. But yeah, Spitfire, naked, it's not bad. It gets the job done, don't get me wrong. I'm probably just doing really bad at the recoil control, but it's gonna take some getting used to. Longbow. Nothing really to say here. That's it, just sniper. The Prowler. See, I can't really give you a proper analysis on this weapon because there's two ways to use this weapon. Obviously, you know, first fire it, but with the select fire attachment, you can make it full auto, and I haven't really gotten around to testing the recoil with that thing. So, what the fuck? So yeah, a burst SMG. A burst gun, look how fucking vertical that is. A burst gun's not that hard to control recoil. Honestly, just each burst, just pull down your mouse or stick. That's all you gotta do. I just don't like the sights on this. I don't know why. They seem clunky. But, yeah. Now the two weapons. So we have the flatline. Flatline, pretty straightforward. I think this one is the one that actually kicks to the right. Yeah. Sorry, left. It kicks way more to the left. So, let me try this again. So down to the right is your best bet. Controlling recoil. It's not even that good. So one more time, let's just look here. See, it goes up to the left. It goes up. It kicks up initially, then it starts like deviating to the left. So get that initial kick, then push to the right. That wasn't that bad actually. Besides these 4 bullets that just don't know where the fuck the other squad's going, this is not bad. This is a pretty decent spread. Try it one more time. No, that was still definitely a better spread. And my favorite heavy assault rifle, the Hemlock. Pretty straightforward, burst weapon. That wasn't even aim. That wasn't even controlled. That was just the gun itself. See, pretty good. But I don't use this gun in burst. I use this in single fire, which completely changes the gun, in my opinion. Because now, to deal with a totally different recoil pattern. Just went up to the... It's pretty much an opposite of the R301. Why am I displaying my recoil from there? I'm fucking right next to it. It's pretty similar to R301. That was a bit better. Maybe don't click as fast as me, because I'm honestly relying on raw DPS opposed to actually getting like headshots or whatever. You shouldn't be doing, by the way. Are you always going for headshots? But yeah, those are light weapons, the heavy weapons. What other weapons can we try out? Oh yeah, the energy. I actually don't use energy weapons at all, so this is gonna be a little, lesson for me as well. Okay, I know I'm picking up the triple take. All right, devotion. This motherfucker. Look at this. Up to the left, up to the right, go back up. What is that? Did he even hit anything down here? Hold on. Let's show that one more time. Start from here. Look at that kick. The initial kick. That's wild. One more time. The initial kick goes up, left, right. So wow. That actually is kinda tight. It's the initial kick you have to watch out for. Looks a bit better. I can't tell if that's a mix of the two. The Havoc is where I want to talk about, because I've seen videos, testing. Check this out. So, you know, most of the guns, you either drag your mouse or stick to the left, or drag it to the right, along with dragging it down. But the Havoc here, think about, fuck, that ain't bad. Look how vertical that recoil is. That is pure verticality. So let's try this. This is gonna be no control. This is gonna be with control. I didn't acknowledge that first kick. Let me try it again. Aim it here. Damn, I suck with that, Vic. That's pretty tight. See, the Havoc goes straight up. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. I just have to start using this gun more often, in all honesty, because I don't use this at all. Like, okay. That's how you can truly tell how you can, if you mastered recoil. 450. You're telling me if I would have dumped this into a dude, 450. Holy fuck. Now the ultimate test. The way I test my recoil, let's bring up my trusty boy, the R301 here, is I do two things. So, you know, once you, I wouldn't say once you get a hang of the recoil, once you find like a couple of guns that you can, you know, deal with the recoil. I know I pick up the fucking wingman. Doesn't even use it. Actually, I use alternators better example because I can control the recoil on this. Once you find two guns that you can control the recoil pretty decently on, like when I mean decently, I don't mean like I'm talking about if you empty your bullets into this dummy, and this is 252, and you go to a farther target and shoot, it should say 252. And what I do is I just do that, practice around, you know, maybe practice get some headshots or whatever. Just practice around with the weapon, get a feel of it. That's the best way to get better at a weapon, is get a feel of it. I almost exclusively, just for the sake of learning recoil patterns, would always pick up the R301. I know it's bad, it's considering it's a battle royale and you gotta work with what you got, but I will literally hoard attachments and light ammo if I'm rocking a wingman and a peacekeeper, just so that off chance I find an R301, I'm like, bet, I'm taking it. But yeah, just keep practicing with weapons. Honestly, half the time, like I know I'm telling you guys, you know, drag down, move it to the left slightly, move to nah, honestly, like half the time you won't be even paying attention to like the actual recoil pattern. You're just gonna have a feel for it. But the safest bet is just drag it down. Drag your stick or your mouse down. That's always gonna help you with your recoil. I've never seen a gun that fucking shoots downwards, you know, that's nutty. That's never gonna happen. But that's what I'm saying. Just make sure you get a gun with a feel that you like and keep practicing, you know. If you know for a fact you can 100% hit this guy with 252 bullets with a 301, boom, you're set. Move on to the next target. You know, you'll see the next target, you'll be like, okay, cool. And you say, oh shit, 154. That's like full like 100 DPS off. Like, you know, that's significant. So, you know, keep practicing. Just be like, oh, I got like 154. Fuck. You know, keep practicing. Eventually you hit that 252 and you'll be like, oh shit. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Because a gun like an R301 can tackle this range. Nice. It can control it a bit more. That was actually pretty good for the initial part. I think I just blew myself away. But yeah, like R301 can tackle this situation no problem. Got some commands like 200 and 300 meters. You can get a couple of hits off. If you can master the recoil, oh my god. That 200 from that distance is pretty shocking. But the alternator, like, this ain't gonna cut it. Like, it doesn't matter how good. What the fuck? It doesn't matter how good your recoil control is. I'm not even that good with R99. It doesn't matter how good your recoil. Oh, that's pretty good. It doesn't matter how good your recoil control is. Like, this is just not an advised engagement. Well, like, the only way I can realistically stay control of this is burst firing. I don't know which psycho out there can control an R99 from like 200 miles away, but if you can, by all means, you are the best Apex player in the Legends. This makes you a legend in Apex Legends. That's how crazy that is. But yeah, it's like, I mean, Wingman doesn't give a fuck about any of that. Fucking pistol, but I can still fucking deal damage like a fucking sniper. Wingman doesn't care. But you also have to acknowledge what kind of engagements you're trying to take. What weapons? R301, pretty well-rounded gun. Pretty good for almost every situation. Even close. You'd be surprised how good the hip fire is in this game. Look, see this. 252. Let's see if I can get that with hip firing. Wow, 224. It's like one bullet. That's it. 238. It's pretty accurate. You don't have to control it, obviously. You know, the gun's still gonna recoil whether or not you aim down your sights or not. But my God, is the hip fire accurate? But yeah, that's summed up everything you probably need to know. Then again, shotguns only. Nah, shotguns are really heavy. Maybe the E8. Try this. No. It's still pretty cool. Oh, cool thing to notice with the E8 when you shoot, it makes like a little 8. I don't know if you noticed that. Here, I'll show you better. Look, it's a little 8. And the Peacekeeper makes a little star. Human star, whatever. But yeah, I think for the most part, recoil control wise, that should be it. This may not be a very in-depth video. Maybe I could have gone more in-depth, but for what we're limited in this training mode, that's pretty much all I can do. So yeah, I'm gonna keep playing on stream, but for the video's sake, I'm gonna end that here. I hope I didn't miss any information out. For the most part. But yeah, that's all that's gonna be happening for now. I'm probably gonna hop in some games after this. But yeah, once I get this uploaded, that'll be cool. So yeah, anyone who's watching the video, thank you. Anyone who's watching the stream, I hope this is not awkward. And yeah, alright.